Hello, hello.
Are you ready, Sean?
I'm ready.
It's time for Premier League predictions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, welcome guys. This is 48 Hours. As you already know, you clicked on the thumbnail. So,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
2023-24 season.
It's big.
Are you ready?
It's big.
It's big.
It's
It's going to be drama. Top 4, top 5, top 6 are going to be interchangeable.
Very
Bottom
close.
10. Like, it's a madness. So we're going to start 20 standard, all the way up to 1. We're going to see who's got the biggest difference. Our predictions will be going in the Premier League table of basically
Predictions?
YouTube predictions, and based on bookies. So, all right then, Sean.
Yes.
Do it. Give me a bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
Who is going to get relegated from the Premier League season this year?
Luton. Less than 9 points.
Less than 9.
Less than 9 points.
No
Single
way.
digit
Big
points.
shout. You can't.
You can't imagine a game where Luton can win.
Alright, fair enough.
Except maybe against...
I have Luton in 20th as well.
Good.
That's fine. Okay, right.
That's where they
Yeah,
are.
they haven't invested, and yeah, they're a championship team.
They might... I don't get it.
How do they get 9 points? Who do they get 9 points from?
I don't know. They might draw 9 games.
Not one win. I think they beat Sheffield United. But
At home, maybe. But
that game finishes like 5-4. Like, it's a grudge, man. It's 2 red cards in that game.
Everyone's saying that they'll do really well at home.
Yeah.
Last season in the Championship,
They're
they
getting
won more away games.
They're getting bullied at home. Sorry.
Like their home stadium doesn't.
It doesn't matter where you're playing. If you're
Doesn't
Luton and
give
Man
them
City's
any
coming, you'll get bullied.
Holland versus Luton.
They would bully you on the wreck in Kingston. Like it just doesn't matter.
Luton will have a worse goal difference than Man City get points next.
I feel that.
It will be minus over 100.
Yeah,
they will concede more than 100
on the
goals.
100 goals. Right, it's been said here first. They are, ladies and gentlemen.
Bournemouth 19.
No.
Gone.
Bournemouth 19. Tell me 18 then.
18 is Sheffield United.
All right. I can't believe you said it. I've said Sheffield United 19.
Yeah.
And I've said Nottingham Forest 18. I think Forest are going. I think Forest are gone. I think Forest got to go. I think they'll try and remain in the Premier League, but I don't think they're going to be there next year. No.
Well, Bournemouth's new manager.
And Sheffield United goes without saying. I think they're Luton 2.0. They might do slightly better, 10 points, 11
Sheffield
points.
United would have done really well if they didn't lose their best player at the start of the season.
Right.
But
I think Sheffield United will celebrate harder if they beat Luton in the Premier League than when they got promoted to the Premier League.
well, they came second. You don't win it.
Sheffield will be on fire by 8 p.m. at the end of the season like when they've beaten Luton.
Yeah, Bournemouth's only survival factor was Gary O'Neill, and they've replaced him with Andoni Iraola.
Yeah, I know, but random managers do sometimes bring random results.
Yeah,
and
like
we'll see.
Losing 9-0.
Okay, so relegate. So I have the bottom 7 teams, probably with the exception of Luton, who are going to get sub 10 according to you.
From 19 to 13, there will be 6 points in it.
Six.
There will be 6
I've
points.
said 10. I think there'll be 10 points in between the bottom 8 teams.
Between 20th and 19th, there'll be a 20-point game.
Yeah, that's fair. So, I've put 17, 16, 15 respectively.
Yeah.
Wolves, Everton, and then Burnley.
Okay.
So reason for it: Wolves sold everyone.
Yeah.
They've all gone to Abu Dhabi Ding Dong, and they haven't brought anyone else in.
Nah.
They're going to be less. There's less points than last year. Yeah.
Well, your manager threatens to leave because you haven't signed enough players.
Yeah.
You haven't signed enough players.
Okay, you've got.
They're not going to have a manager at the start of the season.
Conte vibes, Conte-esque Tottenham vibes are coming for Wolves. So, and then they're going to have to end up buying someone like Graham Potter, or they're going to try and bid for Nagelsmann, and he'll laugh.
At Wolves,
he'll laugh. Imagine. He'll laugh them out. And then Everton, I think they're going to stay out of relegation. I think they're just too gritty. I think they're
dice football.
They're exactly. Not only that, they are just bulldogs, man. They just when they have to win. They just win, and they're going to have a new stadium. I think that will give them a little bit of a buzz because everything's going to be new and fresh. I know it's not a fortress like people like to say, but I think people will be intimidated by their sheer fan presence.
In the Championship would be funny though.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. And then Burnley, I think Vincent's got a little bit of sauce. I think he's got a bit of sauce. I think it's going to bring some pain. I think he's going to get at least 30, 35 points for that team.
I think when your manager's the main talking point from your team when they come up, it's not looking good.
Yeah, still.
They're only talking about him.
But he did well. He smashed the championship.
Because he had the best players.
I think he beat Southampton.
What, now?
Last year. Last year, Vincent Kompany's Burnley beat Southampton.
Oh yeah, they had a better team.
And, yeah, precisely. Yeah, they had. If they're better than Southampton, I think they beat Everton.
Last season, that's a close one.
Plus, they've actually invested. But that's my three. So what's your next three?
So my
your
three.
Tight race. There's still two more in this race.
From 17, 16 and 15 is Forest, Burnley and West Ham.
Well, you've got West Ham down there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see you.
Forest, they haven't signed 40 players this season.
Bonus.
So I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
I only have data on when they change their entire team.
Okay.
At the start of every season. So I think Morgan Gibbs.
But we are still, at the time of recording, we are pre-window. Yeah, with the transfer window hasn't closed yet. We will obviously update this.
But if they manage to sign 40 players from here to the end of the transfer window, I don't know what's happened.
I don't think they're going to sign maybe one or two more, if that. But I think they're just going to hone in.
Yeah.
But in that honing in, I think everyone else has got their number. So that's why I put them in relegation.
I think they've got players that haven't showed the best sign of them yet. So with Brennan Johnson, Morgan Gibbs-White, I think they have to have a breakout season at some point.
Right.
Burnley are the best championship team from a long time.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
But their team is not quite yet Premier League quality.
Have they had a pre-season?
Yeah.
How have they been doing? I haven't seen it.
Drawing. But they're not playing big teams.
Just trying to get in there.
Yeah, they're not playing big. They're trying to just get fitness.
All right.
Burnley's pre-season was fitness. Ours was money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing off. All right. And who did you have in 15?
West Ham. West Ham on keto. No rice.
No rice.
No carbs for these boys.
Okay. I think you'd be surprised by West Ham. I mean, I can see why you'd say that because you said David Moyes would be one of the first to be sacked.
Yeah, David Moyes will be gone.
Yeah.
Once they're out of the Europa League.
Okay.
In group stages, 4 games in when they have 0
Oh
points.
yeah, and then it depends who they bring. I think Graham Potter would work there. So like I said before, I think that would be a good signing for him.
They sold Rice and they have spent no money.
Yeah, true.
What are they doing? Are they still paying off the stadium?
Hey?
They might still be paying off the stadium.
I don't know, we'll have to check. We'll get back to you.
The Olympic Stadium.
Alright, give me your 14, 13, 12 then.
Wolves, 14.
Wolves that high?
They've already got the replacement for Ruben Neves.
Yeah.
With Mateus Nunes.
Okay.
They're basically the same player. Jean Moutinho didn't really play games.
Yeah.
He was more of a locker room player.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that affects him, mentality wise. So I think they'll just stay Wolves. They'll just stay chilling.
Somewhere bottom 2/3.
Yeah.
Again, these points are going to be so tight.
Yeah.
We've got a 10-point split between I think 12 and 17.
Yeah.
Or 12 and 18. So yeah, I think that's tight there. Go on. Well, who's
13th, Everton.
Everton?
Big season for Everton.
Big season.
Big season for Everton. But this is a rogue shout.
That is a
Because
rogue shout.
a lot of people got them.
How many points are you saying Everton?
They'll be in the 40s.
Most people have got them relegated.
Yeah.
Sean.
They'll be in the
Like,
40s, I reckon.
You think they get 40 points?
Yeah.
From who?
Sean Dyche, mate.
No.
Sean Dyche will come on and score a goal.
Sean dies, mate. No. sorry.
Well, I used to see Everton as a team where, when they had a bad season, they then had a good season.
Yeah.
They've had 3 bad seasons in a row. So, where's a good season? Hopefully it's this one.
We'll see.
Then my prediction won't look absolutely miserable.
Come on and then.
But they could finish anywhere from 10th down.
Yeah, I mean, thanks.
Yeah. Fulham, 12th.
Fulham 12th.
Yeah.
I have actually put Fulham 12th as well.
If Mitrovic stays,
He's not staying. Right.
there's a chance they could finish higher.
Yeah, no.
If Palhinha stays, there's a chance they could finish higher.
Oh, yeah.
If they lose both of them, relegated.
Trash. Oh, I don't think that. I think I put, so for mine, I've got 14 Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So, Bournemouth. Yeah, so you've got relegated.
That's big season.
That's big season. That's slight improvement from last year. Yeah, they even against Chelsea, they sort of that last game against Chelsea where we beat them 3-1. It was still they showed like huge progress. You little eye twitch. Right? You're like, don't talk about Chelsea.
Don't talk about us.
I don't talk about my
At
team.
least you spoke about the game we won.
But Bournemouth. I know Gary O'Neill leaving isn't ideal, but I think the.
Fucking hell.
It hit my head.
Oh, that was on camera. So bad.
It's Bournemouth. Now, I think they're going to have a better season than last year.
Yeah.
More Premier League experience. They've been in there many times before. They were OP as hell on FIFA years ago as well.
They haven't really lost anyone.
Precisely, apart from the manager.
They brought in some decent players that could perform.
When you start, you have them as relegated.
Yeah,
so don't.
I'm just seeing your point.
The point here is, I think other teams. This is just my I think they're going to nick a few more wins. I think they're a bit sneakier.
I have no faith in their new manager, which is the problem.
Yeah, well, that's it
for me.
At the end of the day, the manager will have a huge impact on this team. But ultimately, Bournemouth will probably just ignore him.
He's got one system that Brighton used to use when they finished 17th every year.
Yeah.
So,
fair enough.
Just don't think it works in the Prem. Who you got 13th, mate?
13, West Ham.
Oh, okay. Just two places above that.
I think where West Ham, as a London club, got some money, got some win, they might have a little bit of momentum. Hopefully.
Who are they going to sign?
Oh, I don't know who they're going to sign, man. Like they have to sign somebody.
They get priced out of everything. So, Conor Gallagher? No.
Yeah.
Palhinha?
No. They have to sign somebody, but at the same time, I just think they're going to have a particularly mid-season. They're going to be out early in Europe. They're then going to be focused on the Premier League wholeheartedly. If the draws are nice to them, and they get a good few spells where they've got some of these potentially relegated teams, if back to back, they might be all right.
Okay.
So, and if they can hold their own at home in East London against people like Liverpool or even Chelsea, then they might stand a chance. But the derbies are where it's at. The derbies are where it's at for West Ham. So yeah. But that's and 12 I have Fulham. So yeah, Phil, average performance. I think losing Mitrovic might see him a bit lower.
A bit lower.
Yeah, they'll be lower. I think they might swap with Burnley.
So if you think they lose both their best players, Mitrovic and Palhinha.
Yeah.
How many positions was that?
I think they go. I think they squeak in between Everton and Wolves, 16, 17. I don't think they go down. I don't think Fulham will go back down this year because there's only one spot.
Yeah. But you take out all the goals and all the assists and all the defensive work.
They'll still find them somewhere. They'll still find them from somewhere.
They've got Tim Ream at the back.
Yeah, they'll still find them from somewhere. As long as they bring somebody in to fill. But if they keep Mitrovic, definitely 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will go the next three. So I have put in order.
Yeah.
Palace.
Okay.
I have then put Brentford.
Okay.
And then Brighton.
Okay. So with Palace. Why do you think they finished so low?
I think, as much as I think Roy Hodgson will be replaced and Patrick Vieira 2.0 will come in,
It'll happen too late.
I think no. I don't think it'll happen late. I think that happens before Christmas.
Okay.
I think Roy Hodgson,
I think they give him too much leeway.
Yeah, well, it depends if he wins. He's got the first 5 games.
Yeah.
He'll have the first 5 games. He'll have like the opposite of Lampard. He had the last 8. Roy Hodgson will have the first 5, and that will be his. If they win 2 of those, he might earn his thing till Christmas.
Okay.
If they don't, I think they'll start knocking on Potter's door.
Yeah.
For Patrick Vieira 2.0, and I think if that flops, they're going to be in this mix of 7 teams. If they find something and as Elise and Eze
stay,
carry on, and they stay, and they can build from Zaha saga over and get another striker in, basically.
Yeah.
Then I think they could finish almost top half of the table, but it's average Palace. They pretty much own 10th, 11th, 12th every year.
Yeah.
They consistently, you could set your watch to them finishing mid-table.
Yeah,
so
it's like Southampton before.
15,
year, 15.
15, 15's bullseye and James Ward-Prowse hitting it from 18, hitting it from 25 yards.
Yeah.
So yeah. So please, well, give me your 3 in the middle.
My 3 in the middle.
Your overlapping.
Brentford.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yeah.
And Spurs.
Oh, you got Spurs 9th?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So Brentford, I think, will be in that relegation fight. All this will be happening. They'll be 3 points off relegation.
Yeah.
And then Tony will come back, and he'll still score 20 goals.
Yeah.
And then they'll just be like, we are fine.
That's the time very similar.
Yeah, Ivan, please stop betting.
Yeah.
Brentford will be fine. Brentford will live happily. Brighton, I think the Europe for them will be all right. They might not get group staged.
Yeah, I put Desarbio focus on Europe. No, they're getting group stage.
Brighton don't win.
They're getting group stage.
Win.
They're too high up. They finished 6th. They're in Europa League.
Yeah.
They're getting finished. Like that's where Liverpool are.
Well, they've only got to play Juventus.
Yeah,
And
Liverpool are in that too.
Yeah.
So like they don't have the nuts for that. So, and yeah, Brentford I've put as long as they keep Tony playing after he comes back and not injured.
Yeah.
And no more betting.
And yourself a few.
I bet you,
Yeah.
because I can, that he will recover their season to a degree in the last 5 months.
That's what I said.
So
I reckon footballers should be allowed to bet on themselves.
No.
And only themselves.
No,
Like, bet on themselves to score 3 goals.
No, you want okay, well you can probably do that, but not.
You can't tell someone else to.
Yeah, well that's what they do. Yes, the rules are the rules.
I'm
You should be doing it. Focus on.
Yeah.
You earn enough, bro. Come on, like simple as.
Spurs, 9th. With or without Kane, they finished 9th.
Finish 9th. I've got Tottenham in 8th.
Yeah.
So you've got where have you got? So you've got Brighton, Brentford, and where have you got Palace?
You'll find out.
You've got Palace making moves.
Find out,
Said
mate.
Roy Hodgson's going to be
Find out.
sacked off, and yet you're going to. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So go on then, give me the next 3.
So it's Spurs.
So Spurs.
Top
Alright,
Spurs.
fine. Okay, so I've got Tottenham in 8th.
Spurs
for the
fans will
next
not
one.
like the fact that a Chelsea fan has said that they're coming in. But
Tottenham have to get with facts. We're being impartial.
they've bought
To a
2 right wingers when they need a striker.
Yeah.
They've finalised.
Do you think Kane
Kulusevski.
goes to
Yeah.
Bayern this year?
Yeah.
This transfer window.
Yeah. I reckon it'll be announced within like 5 days. He's gone.
Okay.
He's out of it.
Yeah.
See you later, Kane. Spurs don't know how to replace players.
No, they don't.
Bale. They
Yeah.
just bought 8 other players. And
Yeah.
they were all awful.
It's a shotgun approach.
Yeah.
Buy them all.
One of them might be good. No. And now they've got Kane,
Yeah.
who, when they sell him, they're only going to get like 90 mil for him
Mm-hmm.
if they cash in.
Yeah.
If they don't, he'll probably
Free agent
sign a
next year.
5-year contract and stay there for the rest of his
What we
life. So 8th and 7th we'll do.
Okay.
And we'll do top 6. So 8th,
and
Crystal
7th.
Palace.
That's outrageous.
Hodgson out after the first 9 games.
Oh, and then they bring in Pep
And
Guardiola.
they bring in Graham Potter. Graham Potter, with a team that shouldn't be doing well, is banging. He got Brighton up the table.
Yeah.
And then De Zerbi came in and they did better. Which is confusing, but systems. So I think Potter, with the Brighton team he had, turned it into just get shots on target. Brighton couldn't score because they had Neil Maupay up front. Now Potter with Palace, they've got Eze, they've got Elise, they've got Mateta. They've got bang players. They've got good players. Their defence is solid as well.
I have
Gerrard
no
and
comment
Joachim
on this.
Anderson.
They have absolutely no right to up their position from last year by 50%.
No, they do. They're banging.
They have not made moves to improve 50%.
You're not going to like that, but I think Palace have the 8th best team in the league.
That's what that implies. You put them in 8th.
No, because I don't think Spurs have the 9th best team in the league. I think Spurs have a better team than Palace. I think Palace have a better team than Villa. But
Okay.
Villa are higher up.
Yeah.
Speaking of Villa, they're 1 higher up.
Yeah.
In
I've got you.
7th,
I've got Aston Villa in 7th and I have Tottenham in 8th.
Emre is the repetition master.
Yeah.
If the club's happy with what he's doing, he'll just do the same thing every season.
He will.
Arsenal, 4th, decent in Europe.
I've put Aston Villa 7th as well. I think they'll be narrowly beaten out of top 6. I think they'll be in Europe again. I think he'll do well in Europe. I don't think he'll win, but I think he'll need 1 year to just really solidify his position, and then next year I think they could be dangerous contenders some more. But then they'll be a bit more random. So with the top 6,
They've got
Tottenham
better
slowly
depth.
slipping out.
They've got
there.
better depth than Arsenal in their team.
Oh yeah, completely agree. But,
Like,
but they've got far more
for
experienced managers.
Europe and for the Premier League, their
Yeah.
team is suited to it,
Yeah,
but still not good enough to do both
Yeah.
at the same time.
fair enough.
So, 6th, we'll do these one by one.
6, Newcastle.
Newcastle, bam.
Yeah. Champions League distraction, pure distraction. Eddie Hall will be told by the higher ups, the further you get in the Champions League, the more I'll pay you,
Yeah.
and the longer you work for me.
The only reason I think they finish 6th still is because the Champions League will not be a problem for them after December.
All right, you think they're
Because
out
they will
early?
get a group stage.
You think they're getting group
They
stage?
might
Right.
scrape back into the Europa League.
I don't know. I think they're going to scrap because they're random. It's a random northern team. How many northern teams of these Spanish and...
Dan Burn against Mbappe.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, bye.
It's not, it just doesn't. It's not.
Yes, but the Pope, the Nick Pope,
Nick the
6
Pope.
foot 15-inch monster.
Nick the Pope.
You've got Big Bird in goal. 5.
Chelsea.
Man United.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
We've had a big disagreement.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. Go
Chelsea
for it.
in 5th. I still don't get us. I don't understand what's happening at the club. I could see us finishing 12th again, or I could see us winning the league.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have put 20
Top
quid.
6 random. This top 6 is apart
I might
from
have put 20
top
quid
6.
on us winning the league because it was 16-1.
Yeah.
But I think next
And you're
year,
not Ivan Toney, so that's fine.
next year, we could be better.
Yeah.
But I can't. Looking that
No,
far
I
into the
think-
future,
I'm hoping Leicester City vibes fall on
I'm
us.
just feeling a little bit of the. We've got a defensive manager in. The last time we did that was Jose Mourinho. We won the league.
And he is Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I am Jose Mourinho.
He annihilates.
Yeah.
But I put Manchester United because,
Fifth.
again, fifth, because Ten Hag is still only 2 years deep. Yes.
Yeah, but he showed the quality.
He's
He
got
finished third last
he
season.
got the quality. Fair enough. But now they've got Champions League.
Yeah.
They had nothing. Yeah. To contest with that they cared about. Now Champions League is
They're
always
Europa.
Man United is Champions League. Yeah, Europa
Yeah.
League. Ten Hag doesn't want Europa. He wants Champions League.
Fair.
So focused on that. They don't have a lot of depth in their key areas. Striker. Who's scoring the goals this year? Rashford.
Hoyland, they just signed him.
They've
72
Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah,
They need
72 mil.
They need a better one.
Ouch.
They need a tested one. They want to go Champions League and Premier League at the same time.
Yeah.
They want to Man City it. Their team doesn't compare to Man City yet. Rashford needs to move up and in. They need some more depth at the back. I know Onana's, he's going to be an unpredictable little thing, as we said in our flop
Little.
transfers. So, well, not little.
He's bloody massive.
Yeah, he's massive, but he's going to be unpredictable. He's got an ego in there. He's going to want to call the shots. He's going to want to play with his feet.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ten Hag likes that. He hated De Gea doing it, so I don't.
Clear the ball.
We'll see. Okay, we'll see. But I think 5th. So
If we don't have the same team in 4th, I'm going to be very shocked.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Back to the old times.
Yeah. Okay.
Fourth
back to
place
the old time.
Arsenal. They love
Fourth
it.
place. Okay. It's just Rice comes in. Good combination, good play. They need a year to really
Havertz will
concrete
score
up.
4 goals.
Havertz will barely play. Right.
Erdegaard had the best year of his life last year.
I hope he
if he
continues.
improves
I
again,
enjoyed watching Odegaard.
he'll be worth 200 million.
I like watching Odegaard, and I like watching Martinelli. I like their link up on the left because Martinelli is such a he. Reminds me of Hazard a little
Don't
bit.
like him.
Like,
No.
a little.
No.
A little.
No, I'm not
Stop
doing
it.
I'm not saying Hazard and Martinelli in the same sentence, unless it's Hazard is 100 times better than Martinelli.
Maybe. That's fine. But yeah, Arsenal, I think they're going to... Arteta is going to have blinkers on for Champions League. He's going to be like this. I care not. I will finish 15th in the Premier League and I will win Champions League. He's Italian now. Okay? that's Arteta there.
2 injuries to that Arsenal team.
Done. They're
Finished
finished.
bottom 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Saka.
okay.
No, if Saka's injured,
Saka and Odegaard.
their whole right-hand side are gone.
If they sign David Raya for no reason, I'll be decent. Brentford are screwed.
It is
but
what it is. I mean, they don't need another keeper. What, the Ramsdale's perfectly fine. So
I know. Everyone's like, oh, he had a mess up in pre-season. 1 error. He's awful. No, he's not.
I mean, it does make goalkeepers more accountable when another
He's
Premier League
England's
keeper's
number
under.
2
We've done the same thing though, bringing Sanchez in under Kepa. So,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Number
We
3.
don't have the number. We don't have the same third place.
No, we don't. Because I've got Chelsea in 3rd.
I've got Man City in 3rd.
Get out. Leave.
There's a reason.
Get out.
There's a reason.
Get out.
No, there's a reason.
You have only got 2 teams above that.
Yeah. So, my reason is very in depth to the league and how it works. So, Luton's pitch doesn't have underfloor heating. Yeah.
Obviously.
Which means in December,
Yeah.
a lot of their games will get postponed
Yeah.
to the end of the season. They play Man City in December and in January.
Yeah.
So, both those games could get postponed
Okay.
to the end of the season. At that point, City, I'm in my head, they're doing well in the Champions League still because they just won it. If they go from winning it to getting knocked out in the group stage,
Yeah.
that's a Chelsea move. Stop copying us.
Exactly.
Stop it. But with City moving more to a defensive style of play.
Yeah.
Because they've sold all the bloody midfielders and just signed defenders. I don't see the system that he had last season working again.
Okay.
Sure, they've got De Bruyne and Haaland and Foden and Guardiola and Cancelo and Walker and Ruben Dias and Edison and Stones and Rodri. They've got all those great players, but I think the
Their bench starts for the entire rest of the Premier League.
No, I think the randomness of the other two teams excites me more than Pep Guardiola ball.
Fine.
And
okay.
what could happen is amazing, and I've gone for what could happen. But the top three are separated by like 1 point.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've done. The top four are separated by 5 points. I reckon
second and third will be on the same points. Goal difference will change.
Yeah, so I've put Chelsea in third because I've said full rebound with Pochettino. Full rebound with Pochettino because I don't think he'll take any shit. A lot of the egos are gone.
Hold on.
We've got some young, hungry...
Let me get my rose-tinted glass.
This isn't a bias. This is from an actual standpoint. No, it's not. This is you with fifth. This is, I think 2 or 3 games will dictate the top 5.
Yeah.
I think Manchester United and number 1 will be within 6 points of each other. Will be within 6 points.
Okay.
I think it's tight. The title race isn't 2 teams. I think the title race is 6 teams.
6. I think it's 5.
I think this is total randomness from the top.
I don't know. I think it's 3.
So, I can't, for the life of me, figure out who you haven't said yet.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Because I've got Liverpool in second.
Same. Their midfield upgrades give me the idea of the Chelsea 2005 team, where they just went change and it just all swapped round and became, for some reason, really good.
Okay.
They've got Jurgen Klopp still, who is just the most mental man when it comes to getting a new player in and wanting them to be really good.
Okay.
For some reason, Salah is just always good. 40 goal contributions a season. Luis Diaz is fit. Nunez knows how the Premier League works now and you can't headbutt players.
Yeah.
So, but
can't handball it, but sort of handball it.
As long as Nunez pulls his weight this season, very close between.
Because him, Gakpo and Salah, they're all going to get 10, 15 goals apiece. Their goal difference is going to be a joke. They're going to be winning games 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, all the rest of it. Mm-hmm. Classic Liverpool. I think with Trent absolutely hitting his peak right now, if Van Dijk can sort his life out and become the 8-foot wall that he is, then and just have that box as just if you come in here your legs are being broken, like John Terry-esque, then I think Liverpool will be hard to beat. Who have you got as 1?
Manchester United.
Oh, outrageous.
I've got one in the league. I'm just going to read exactly what I wrote for this. So Manchester United first, quite the call.
You're not wrong.
They have the team and the manager and the passion to go and fight for first.
Are you trying to sell me Manchester United? I'm not buying them.
No, I'm trying to sell it to you.
No.
Mount coming in adds flair and structure to their already very good midfield.
He ChatGPT'd this.
Can you tell? I didn't. They've finally signed players in positions they need. The first time in like the last 10 years I can remember them doing it.
Okay.
They've gone, we need a last midfielder to complete it. We need a striker. We need a goalie.
Yeah.
They've actually signed those players. They haven't just spent 50 million on a right back.
Yeah, true.
You know? Any striker is better than no striker. I know that from experience of last season.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
With Rasmus coming in now, I'm on a first name basis with Mr. Rasmus.
Can you already hear like the Sun newspaper headlines for Rasmus Dasmus or something?
Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah.
I think just...
Did you win him in a raffle?
Yeah.
Raffle daffle.
That Man United team, if you add 10 to 15 goals to it last season, comes second, beats Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think where City will drop off this season, they'll be able to jump them.
Okay.
But
you're thinking it's still points tight.
Decade since Man United won the Premier League.
Yeah.
Doesn't work in my head.
No, it doesn't.
So they need to win it again.
Okay.
23-24, Man United champions.
Alright.
Who have you got winning it, Carl?
Manchester City.
Oh, boring.
I know.
Boring.
It's boring.
But,
4 times has never been done. They're going to be hungry for the
not
record.
hungry anymore.
They are going to be hungry. Haaland is going to be starving. De Bruyne is going to be starving. Stones starving. The Cancelo is going to want to come and do it again. These players want to add all their value on top of this.
Yeah.
They're not going to do a Chelsea where you won the Champions League and 2 years later you're 12th. they're going to want to do more and more and more. I don't think there's a world where Man City lose the Premier League, especially to Man United. However, I do think that 2 or 3 games will dictate the top 6, and it will be late in the season.
The season will be decided on goal difference.
Yeah.
And it will be decided on how many goals teams score against Luton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's how you'll know. That's going to be the measuring stick.
Yeah.
It's Luton.